See, most people avoid talking about death until it's too late. I've seen firsthand what happens when someone dies without life insurance, without enough life insurance, and also what happens when someone properly plans for the inevitable. Because guess what? We all are going to expire. We just don't know when and we don't know how. Today I'm sharing real stories, some inspiring, some heartbreaking, all true, so that you understand why this matters before it's too late. And if you stick around to the end, it's the last story that truly changed how I approach legacy forever. First scenario, the GoFundMe family. A father of 3 passes away unexpectedly at 39 years old. No policy, no savings. His wife was left scrambling to cover funeral costs, and a GoFundMe was started to raise $15,000. I'm sure this sounds familiar. The hardest part is the campaign only raised $3,200, and she had to move in with her parents while grieving. Now, this is not rare. It happens every single day, and most people, think about it, they can't handle $1,000 emergency, let alone losing a loved one, having to have a proper burial that on average costs anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000, and above all, losing that person's income for life. The saddest part of all of this is that this situation is 100% avoidable. And to share a personal story, I know what it feels like to lose someone unexpectedly. Although my family did not experience this exact situation, we did lose my dad in 2020 to COVID, and you could never tell me that my dad, a healthy 57-year-old man with no underlying health conditions, strongest man I ever knew, would pass away because of a global pandemic. I'm thankful that we did have enough to cover the funeral and grieve properly, but realistically, because of the age that he invested in life insurance, it wasn't enough. So different story for a different day, but my mother still had to adjust to a new life financially, which was very hard. But I will say though that having that lump sum of cash, even if it wasn't a lot at that time, did allow us to grieve properly, which is invaluable. So I would say that alone is a gift. Number 2, the business partner with no exit plan. So 2 best friends run a growing business. One dies suddenly, no life insurance in place, no buy-sell agreement. So the spouse becomes the default partner, but has no experience and wants out. The surviving partner had to borrow money to buy her out, nearly tanking the business. So a simple policy could have protected the company and both families in one move. And this is probably one of the better scenarios where the other business partner had the ability to get funds and buy the spouse out. But what if the spouse disrupted the business so much that they had no choice but to go bankrupt? What you want to do is make sure the business does not skip a beat, not just for the owners, but your employees and everyone else that you serve. Life insurance is just one of those things you have to plan for when you don't need it, for when you do. Number 3, the family who did it right. A 42-year-old father had a $1.5 million whole life policy structured properly with growing cash value and passes away from cancer 10 years later. His wife used a tax-free death benefit to pay off the house, fund college, and keep the family on track. Because of their good planning, their standard of living never changed. And his legacy lives on more than just in memories. And I can't stress enough, having your finances covered allows you to grieve properly at your own pace. Now, number 4, and if you remember from the beginning of the video, it is what changed my perspective when it comes to legacy planning. The missed opportunity for wealth transfer. A wealthy man in his 60s passed away with no life insurance and no trust. His estate was tied up in probate, and the family lost over 40% to taxes and legal fees. A permanent life insurance policy could have transferred millions tax-free and protected generational wealth in this case. It's not just about coverage. It's about positioning your legacy properly. Now, this one is huge. Imagine you did all the hard work to build up your net worth, all to give it away to the government. The point is to be able to choose where you want your wealth to go, whether it's to a family member or a charity, again, of your choice. Do you want to make sure that this doesn't happen to you and your family? If these stories hit home, and if you're ready to create a real game plan that protects what matters most, click the link in the description and book a free consultation with one of our experts here at Epic. We'll help you build a strategy that fits your goals, whether it's income protection, legacy, or long-term wealth planning. Now, if this resonated with you, don't forget to like the video, drop a comment, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And subscribe if you want some more information that's going to help you not only build wealth, but protect what matters most to you.